Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Icon and today we are joining the Rogue series of the official servers of Stitches. That being said, we are not only joining the Rogue series, we are joining a series where Sycan Heights now finally got both of the weapons. I deliberately did not record Razorfang Downs because I wanted to showcase to you just how strong things are once I do have the weapon upgrades. I ended up with one enchantment instead of two weapon enchantments, and we are fighting even level mobs, meaning this typically is a 30 to 45 seconds encounter, and we're going to start the clock to showcase just how nasty everything is. Alright, so that was someone who basically tagged mobs. Bit unfortunate. Good. So we're moving through. So far 3 kills, 45 seconds. Actually, that's the fourth one, and we needed to walk in between all even level enemies, and you can see just how much damage we're essentially dealing. These are quote-unquote tanked mobs, and they're still dying very fast. So that's 6, 7, number 8. Sorry for the coughing. Just look at the amount of damage. 8 mobs, 130, so that's 15 seconds each. Even level mobs, that is. And the trick is really, both of the weapons are phenomenally good, 30 DPS weapons. And it's really just the speed with which we can kill. Once we get our little slice and dice going, things are looking alright. Granted, I am world buffed. I've also taken up a couple of extra scrolls to make it even more difficult for them to survive. But yeah. That's 1 down. 2, 3 down, and we barely took any damage. Just look at the damage. Against casters, that's a 10-second kill. Not even having a lot of energy to run through. It's massive. That's the type of power spike that I was looking for. This is the incarnation of a power spike. Now I'm going to try to do as much with it as possible. potentially even going to solo a couple of elite quests in today's episode. So we're currently on the quest line here. With Skull Splitters. We need 18 Skull Splitter tasks, and the Mystics are dropping fetishes. That's basically what we're trying to do. Given that there are a couple of drops also further in the camp here, we might just ignore the mage who is trying to steal mobs from us and instead go for the camp itself. I did the other troll camp just so that we had a couple of quests going, and it was such a breeze. It did not feel difficult at all. I mean, look at that. Direct double kill, 15% damage taken. And these are tanky enemies. Like, the warriors are supposed to have a lot of hit points. They are the equivalent of bears. If you look at World of Warcraft animals. Low DPS, but basically high hit points and high survivability and high armor. But still, it's not even close. There's even, I can even not use my 5-minute cooldown and only lose about 20% health on 2 of them as they're hitting me. That's just how busted I am at this point. We were lucky, by the way, in RFD. We also got ourselves a couple of nice shoulders. Pretty much beast shoulders for our level here. Super good stats, and there might be, or I do have an idea, we might want to do the elite quests, because the elite hunting quests, because that can give us further really good quest rewards. They're green, but they are high level, lots of stats. I think a pair of trousers and a chest piece. Even higher level mobs, like this level 42 mob, don't really stand a chance. So far I haven't had to heal a single time, not once. And we can just go on and kill. This is super fast. 12 to 15 seconds for even level enemies. Massive. It's exactly the type of power spike that I was hoping we would get. Don't even need to rely too much on procs or anything. The mage is AoE farming, trying to solo all of the patrols. And whilst he's killing 3 and then needs to like get full mana, we're essentially just doing our thing. Good. Let's see how we are going to deal with 3. Meta effect, maybe even 4. Good. Here we go. That's nasty. That's nasty. All right, good. So I'm going to finish this particular quest here with the fetishes and all of the skull splitter tasks, and then we're going to do the Panther Mastery. Fast forward for you guys. All right, that was quick. Damn, I mean, to be fair, the power spike is even a little bit stronger than I would have anticipated. If you're dealing a lot of damage, the mobs can't even retaliate as much. And seeing that I can take down 4 even level mobs with really almost minimal effort, it's just one cooldown and then they just simply melt away. Well, that's already really strong. And I would say the continuity of the type of damage. I mean, a couple of slaps and enemies are already at a half or even less hit points. Even if I do not crit like this particular time, it's still really fast. Okay, we landed, by the way, in the middle of an area where there are elites as well as a couple of hiding mobs, so gotta be careful with these panthers, and equally gotta be careful with the ogres down here. Good, we're cleaning up whilst we're running, and I am looking for my next victim. This time we're going to do an elite quest, and there we go. Bagathira. Buckle up, Buttercup. This is the Lord of the Panthers. Let's go. We're starting with a bit of an evasion. He has shred armor, but we're dealing a ton of damage. Does not have execute, but rend flesh. Yeah, we're okay. Wow. That was a pretty clean solo. Sorry for the coughing. Man, I hate it so much. Good. Let's trade in, and Tethys is the next on our list. Alright, round number 2, this time against an orange mob. This might be a little bit harder, so we gotta be really good at kiting here. Tethys is no joke. In the moment that our cooldowns run off, we gotta stun him, and now we gotta kite. Adrenaline rush helps us here. Blinding him, healing back up. Attack speed with Blade Flurry. One more stun, trying to keep it off of DR so that he actually continues to be stunned. Kiting with our poison. And there we go, that's how strong we are. Teth is down in one go. One more to go. Alright, next up we have the final boss, Bangalash. Got our cooldowns up. We also just happen to level. So I would say we're definitely ready. Let's go. Good. We're putting Adrenaline Rush up. Eating a potion on him. I'm just staying in. I could have kited, but I rather preferred to do it my way. And now we're going to do the Kurtz Elite. Got myself a tea, by the way, against the coughing. Let's hope that that works. And the Elite quests so far have given us these Panther Hunter leggings and the Raptor Hunter tunic, both really strong items. So now we're going to do the Kurtzen Mastery with two others that asked for help. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like I said, we're currently having a power spike. I'm just farming all of the quests here. And with us being 41, we might even be able to do a couple of quests down at Booty Bay. But first, let's do the Kurtzen Mastery. Colonel Kurtzen is really the biggest problem in that whole quest. He's a strong enemy. Maybe not as strong as Bagarush that who I just killed, but he definitely is deserving of an elite status. So it would require all of our cooldowns to get him down. Good, we're riding in. We're just going to basically kill the entire cave, and then that'll be it. Two of them are already on their way, which is fine. Got a Feral Druid and a Paladin. Interesting combination. And here you can now see the official damage difference. They're still working on one enemy, whilst I've already killed 3 by myself. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Might buff, please. The sub-chiefs, they are a bit problematic because of their stupid melee ability. I rather don't want to deal with the sub-chiefs. I deal more damage than both of them combined easily. Alright, disarming him, and with heals, it's not a problem at all. Alright, easy. That was a quick one. Let's trade in the quest. I think we got everything here. No, Kurtz's Elite, one more. Good. Well, that was that. Let's trade in. All right, we're back after Oh wow. I just logged out and that paladin there died in between my short logout and now me coming back. Anyways, sorry for him, but we are back and we need to get the last few quests done. And there is still a little bit that we can do with the pirates, Bloodsail pirates. So plenty of options. And look at the speed. For mages, I make an exception. And we're sneaking, but other than that, no stealths. Straight up murdering the camp. Doesn't even matter that they do have net. I do have target dummy if needed. And my sprint gets me out of sticky situations because it removes movement buffs. So it's the 6th in a row. And we have barely lost 30% health. Mind you, we pulled all of them together. Alright, cool. The power spike is real, man. Good, we can come back. We also need to do a Karis by the bundle next, as well as a couple of gorillas and some singing blue shards. I'm deviating a bit from the guide now, because the guide wants us to kind of fly to Stormwind and so on and do some stuff there, and that's all fine and dandy, but it'll take time, and currently I'm world buffed and I want to use the next 40 minutes of the world buffs in order to lay down some serious hate. So far it's been working very, very well. Let's move up and just trade in what we have. No, don't need that. Sunset secrets are a little bit too high for us. Don't want to do that now. Almost half a level again. Holy smokes. Up the snuff. That one opened up after we did that initial quest. And now we can keep an eye out. That's another quest that just opened up. And we will need to get the orders, so both of that is available now. Pretty hard quest because there are the warlocks and those guys are hurting a lot, so we're going to go in fully world buffed now. By the way, got the nice Master Hunter bow. Got the Raptor tunic, got the Panther Hunter leggings, all of that from the Nessingway quest. Got some really nice quest rewards. This is a drop that I found. Agility, stamina, very, very nice. So I think, oh yeah, and we got from Razorfang Downs the Dragon Claw ring plus the 2 swords. I think our equipment now at this point in time is actually ridiculously overpowered. Good. We need to get swashbucklers down, not the raiders, so anything on the beach here is the way to go. Unfortunately, hunters seem to have cleared most of the beach. But these guys are fast respawns, so I'm not worried. This is respawn point number 1 for the plants, which clearly is not up at the moment. These guys are like, what, level 43, so I'm gotta be a bit respectful. They are higher level than we are. And that means for melee characters, it's always a problem to fight higher level characters. But luckily for us, we are so ultra buffed at this point. That it doesn't really matter. Good. Let's see how we're going to go about the warlocks, because those are the real issue. With Blade Flurry, no problem so far. Didn't even get a cast off. We're going to see how that whole thing works without Blade Flurry. This is the second spawn location of the documents. Apparently not there yet. And this is the third location for the documents. Good, I think we're going to be okay. So right here, oh no, there they are, the orders. And then there are plans, which theoretically can spawn here as well. Let's wait for Blade Flurry and then go in and kill them. Just going to do the kills for the swashbucklers in the meantime, and hopefully we can get some up the snuff as well. I wonder, why is my crippling poison not triggering? Okay, refresh poisons. This warlock is going to be our next target, but we still got some time. Might as well get the swashbucklers down. Unfortunately, these guys are disarming, so that's a nasty trade. Good. Let's see how well we're doing when we're pulling that entire camp. Good, so far we had dodge up, so now things are a little bit less nice. We're just going to vanish it. No problem. Killed half of the camp. I could have potted through it, but why would I? Didn't even need to target dummy. We're good. The disarm is what makes this a little bit more difficult. All right, adrenaline rush. We're being disarmed, but we can do that as well. Unfortunately, they chain disarm us. Okay, that's unfortunate. He blocked our gouge. We're just getting a couple of ticks of our bandages in. Yeah, those swashbucklers with their disarm, that's pretty much a hard counter for us. Because every single one of them can do it. And that's the only way of how we cannot deal damage reliably. We still got the offhand, but that's about it. Both of the documents here on the table. To be fair, all of these guys were higher level than ourselves, so moving into a camp with 5 enemies of a higher level than yourself, that kind of already shows the ballsiness of playing with our current power level or power spike. Like, I would not do that with other classes, not even close. Good, cooldowns are coming back up. Which kind of tells me we can do a triplet. Quadruplet. Yeah, we're definitely, look at that. It's just the continuous DPS once we get going. It's just too much for them to handle. Granted, after such a big pull, we will need to drink, but you can also do the math, like that's 4 higher level mobs done in one pull, and that's not bad at all. It's a bit more like a mage gameplay, in a sense that you're just AoE grinding them down. These were always super scary. With our setup, yes, I ate 1 Shadow Bolt, could have interrupted that a bit better. Really straightforward. Okay, we still need the Disease Eye that can drop from anyone, and 10 snuff, which can also drop from anyone. And my gut tells me that although we can go toe to toe with these level 42, 43 enemies, we're actually better off just straight up going for lower level enemies. So let's see if this perception is correct. So we're receiving much lower damage. Much lower damage by just going for level 40, so even level enemies. And I think one play here could be to just fight our way all the way to the Nagas. They're going to be, again, a little bit higher level. and then or we're doing gorillas first and then we're going to the Nagas. Point being, if the Warlock Beelzebub is already camping these guys here, then there's no need for us to do the same. Let's give it a try. I'll just fast forward and we're either going to start Nagas or the gorillas. Alright, we easily cleared the entire camp. There was a horde mage called Ice Block, and he got like 1 kill whilst we got 11-ish. So we're back at fighting higher level mobs, 43 to be precise. These Nagas always were a bit of a serious issue because they do have a bleed, and even if they don't individually hit a lot, you're still losing a lot of hit points. So I'm actually quite happy to see how well we're dealing with them. They go all the way up to 44. I don't like fighting orange mobs. Typically not my style, but I think we can make an exception here. The guide would hate on me for that, because you can see they are definitely a little bit tougher once you're in the orange category. So, and we need 10 Arcus Reed. Almost already got up to 10 snuff, so that is not a problem. And now we need 10 Arcus Reed. I just want to kill these guys as fast as possible. But against orange mobs, like I said, for melee, not an optimal solution. So this will be a bit of a grind. My thought process, however, is I can either do this here or waste the last 20 minutes on traveling somewhere and then maybe getting 5 minutes out of the buff. So I'd rather just do a difficult quest, get a decent amount of experience as part of that, and use the entirety of the world buffs. So far that has been very, very successful. I mean, we cleared most of Stranglethorn. I know that the guy definitely didn't want us to do that much, because we do have, I'm sure, Stranglethorn version 3 or visit number 3, kind of around level 43, 44, where you're doing all of those quests here. But yeah, we were just here, and like I said, I didn't feel like going to Stormwind. I assume the guide wants us to maybe go and do Swamp of Sorrows. That could be a thing. Would be actually a good zone. Currently, guide is still titled 37 to 38. So you can imagine we're going to have some catch up to do. I will fast forward the rest of the Nagas here so that we see some more gorillas and other stuff in action. Alright, it really didn't take that long, about 6-7 minutes later we're already done with that quest, and now it's time for us to go to the gorillas before we're finishing up with some venture coal workers. So gorillas, Level 40, really straightforward. All we gotta do is get 5 Mistville Gablets. That's going to be easy. Whilst we're at it, refreshing poisons. Okay, these guys should fall super fast. They have 0 special abilities. And they should just go down like it's no man's business. Plus they're not dealing a lot of damage. We're going to save the Gorilla Fangs, because these will be used for Stranglethorn Fever. Need 10 of them. Might as well grab them now. And yeah, I mean, this is convincing killing. I really like how this all turned out, just as I was expecting. Did both of the dungeons, was like, is that really worth our time? Because it took quite a bit to get the groups together. And in hindsight, I would say it was potentially the best decision that I could have done. Those 2 swords are incredible. They are so powerful compared to anything that we have had before. I do not need to visit the auction house anymore. The fiery enchant is just the icing on the cake. And this will last us easily for 10 levels, 10 good levels, where we will be able to level fast. And the next sword that then will get us all the way to level 60 will be the Threshblade, another quest reward. So I feel that that build really benefits from the standard quest rewards from the dungeons, because yes, Threshblade in itself is overpowered, and like warriors and rogues alike love to use the weapon, so that's no news. It still feels that the sword build with that extra attack chance on all of the attacks, and the massive offhand weapon damage if you skill it correctly, so that you don't need a fast offhand. That's really a pretty sizable contender for one of the strongest leveling builds. Yeah, so Threshblade is what we will set our eyes on next, but that will be 10 levels from now. Well, not 10, but maybe 7, 8, depending on when we can get it done. Need to do a full princess run for that. There's still time until then. Good. Let me fast forward the rest of the gorillas. Got 3 out of 5. And how many fangs? 6. That's not a bad start. I'll wait until we get 10 fangs, by the way, just so that I can do the Stranglethorn Fever whenever. Alright, last quest for today. It's going to be a long episode, but I am so proud of the build and just the power that we've achieved. This feels like almost having entered cheat codes into the system and being absurdly strong. So, last quest for today is going to be the venture company mining blue crystals. And these miners can be a pain in the rear. Some of them do have ranged attacks. A lot of them are just dealing quite a bit of damage actually. And we got our good friend quests down here. Let's see how well he's going to do versus our approach with the strip miners. We run in, directly capture a foreman and his friend. That's like 2 down, whilst he has killed 1. He's currently drinking mana. So that's 3-1 for now. I'm not even seeing him anymore. Maybe he has moved to the right hand side. Not a smart idea because there's a huge camp, but maybe he just wants to do that. Oh boy, we're fast. These guys are typically such a pain in the neck, running away, putting other miners on top. And with our approach to just run in, the dynamite doesn't hit. Yeah, plus we're just outperforming them. Wow. So how many did we kill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 before we needed to eat. That's not bad. Heart of a car buff disappeared, so gotta hurry a bit. World buffs are almost gone. The Onyxia one still runs, and with that the attack power. I, by the way, checked the Nagas in Feralis because I said we wanted to do the grind. They're level 43 to 44. So what I would say is we should be getting level 43 at least. That way they are at least equal level, maybe level +1. And I'm not even sure if that is the best idea or if I should start it at 44 when they are literally equivalent level. Potentially 44 is the better idea. Although, seeing how we're going up against the level 42, which is 1 level higher than we are, I think we could even start it with 43. So being even level to the lower level mobs and 1 level down on the higher level mobs. Anyway, so I gave it some thought, and I think we will need some health regeneration. Troll blood is the obvious choice for that. I would potentially go in with world buffs. Since it is quite a bit of a ride, I'm thinking about whether or not I can buy a boon and use it. I feel bad, the guy just buffed me. I really just want to grind alone for now. Good, we're halfway done. Buff is almost gone, but we've killed a lot of these strip miners. So it was not a problem of killing speed. Quite the contrary. And now it's just a matter of still killing them without the world buffs. Let's see how quick we are now that the world buffs are gone. We are basically self-buffed with the exception of Mark of the Wild. Got buffs. Alright, let's go with full cooldowns, adrenaline rush plus blade flurry. And we're out of here. Almost. Yeah, let's not greed a potion here. I don't want any incidents at the end of the episode. Alright, we can't take 5 of them without world buffs. Is that a bad thing? Nah, potentially not. We're strong enough as it is. Let's see the individual kill speed. So this is a higher level mob than we are. One that even has a paladin aura. I mean, he deals 0 damage. Okay, we take a little bit longer to kill him. The normal strip miners. Kind of go down okay-ish, and we can handle ads easily. And all of these guys are higher level than we are. So yeah, we're not the unbeatable Robocop that we used to be with world buffs. But I would argue we are still super, super buffed. Good. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I got for today. We're finishing this, we're trading in, and then we're following the rest XP guide again. Let's see where it takes us next. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the completely busted and upgraded Rogue, leave a comment and a like down below. And see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.